Good morning, everyone. Last week on our first Vision Sunday, and if you didn't catch that, you can catch up on our YouTube channel the morning and the evening services last week. But last week was our first of two Vision Sundays, and we reminded ourselves last week why we exist as a church, that the gospel is the answer to the world's problems. It's what every single person in Southend needs. And it's that conviction that shapes our vision to expand the ministry of the church, to see the church full twice on Sundays, and to send out a new project when God opens that right door. So today, what I want to ask is, if we believe that vision, what does it mean for you and me? If we believe that vision, what does it mean for you and me? And the answer is this. It means giving ourselves to that vision. It means getting involved in serving, using the gifts and skills God has given us, using what God has given us, getting off the sidelines and joining in. That's what it means. The Bible's really clear. Every Christian has gifts. Every Christian has gifts. Maybe you're sitting there this morning being like, I haven't got anything to offer. Well, that's not true. It's a lie. Everyone has gifts. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 10, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Romans chapter 12, 4-5, just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ, Though many form one body, and each member belongs to all the others. So do you hear that? Each of us have received a gift. Each of us belongs to the body. Each of us is needed. Church is not a show where a few people perform and everyone else watches. That's not what this is. Church is a body, and when every part does its work, the whole body grows. And what can often be the case in churches is that 20% of the people do 80% of the work. That can become the case. And it's not a healthy model. The biblical model for church is that we all have a part to play as part of the body. Think of a football match. You can't have just one person running around while the rest sit in the stands. Although, if you watched Man United yesterday, that is sort of what happened. We did win. But every player has a role. Or think of an orchestra. The violinist, the cellist, the double bass, all play different parts. Take one away, and the music loses something. It's the same in church. God has placed you here for a reason. He's given you gifts that someone else in this body needs. So what does this mean for us at Christ Church right now? Just to say, I'm not speaking for long, because we're going to hear from all of the different stall holders this morning. But what does this mean for us at Christ Church right now? It means asking, how can God use my gifts and skills? Now, if you're already serving on a team or two or three teams, thank you so much. You're making a difference. But if you're not, or if you feel like you'd like to do something different or something more, then this morning is the moment to consider that. Just made me think then of people being on like 4, 5, 6 rotas. What's that joke? It's if you hang around, church is like a helicopter. If you get too close and hang around it too long, you'll get sucked into the rotas. That's it, isn't it? Have you heard that one? Anyway, sorry. Just popped into my mind. I've got no filter. Okay. Right. So if you're not on a rota, if you feel like you'd like to do something different or maybe something more, then this morning is the moment to consider that. If you love welcoming, join the hospitality welcoming team. If you're good with children, help in the kids' church or with tots. If you're a musician or technical person, maybe think about joining the worship or AV team. If you love praying, commit to pray regularly for our ministries. We've also got a prayer ministry team here. If you can make coffee, then serve on the refreshments team or the cafe team. If you're practical, help with setup, with maintenance, or in the shop. There's a place for everyone. No role is too small. Every act of service matters in God's kingdom. And when you serve, you're not just filling a rota, you're part of the vision. You're helping expand ministry, making space for new people, preparing the church to be sent out. So friends, if the gospel really is the answer, if we really believe Southend needs Jesus, then we can't just sit back. We're compelled to serve, compelled to use our gifts, compelled to play our part in the body, because when each of us serves, the vision becomes reality. So here's the question for each of us this morning. Where will you serve and what part will you play? So this morning, what we're going to do, we're going to stop there, and what we're going to do this morning is hear from those various, you see there's different stalls set up around the church. I think is there 10, 11? There's 9 stalls this morning. What we're going to do is hear from the various stalls that are represented around here, the various different areas of serving and getting involved in the life of the church. And then what we're going to do is just something, I told you this service is different from a normal service, but what we're going to do is we're going to pause, and there's going to be an opportunity to go and look around and have a chat. And what you'll notice is they've all trying to bribe you as well, because there are different chocolates, pastries, canapé, all sorts of things on the different stalls. So don't get sucked in by that. But you're going to have a opportunity to do that during the service in just a moment. But for now, can I invite those 9 people up who are going to come and share with us this morning? And if you just, maybe you'll make a line going back that way. Okay, I'll just take you as you come then. So first of all, Pauline. Oh, you're Pauline and Catherine. Yes. Okay, you use that one. There you go.
Okay. Morning. Life groups. What are life groups? Well, in a church like ours, which is growing, it's impossible to know everyone. And so sometimes you feel a bit isolated and overwhelmed. This is why we encourage everyone to belong to a life group, where you can make new friends and feel that you belong. We believe that life groups from the heartbeat of our church's life. Life groups comprise of up to 12 meetings weekly in homes or here at church where we can share together, usually reflecting on and discussing the Bible passage and sermon preached there on the preceding Sunday. In life groups, we also pray with and for each other, and for the events taking place in our church. We also pray for the needs in our community and our world. And of course, there's always refreshments provided. In life groups, friendships are made and built upon. We have social events from time to time, usually with food, when we can relax and have fun together. We can also encourage one another to discover our gifts and how we can serve in the different ways in the life of our church. Some life groups meet in the evening and some during the day. And if you haven't joined one yet, why not visit the table and ask questions, and we'll try to answer them for you, and hopefully encourage each one of you to sign up for our life groups. We also have cakes.
Okay, There we go. It's beginning. The bribery. Right, Catherine.
So a year ago, we also tried something new. It was a concept that Jess and Gary brought over from South Africa, and Little Tribes was born, and it's a form of a life group. So parents, I don't know if you have felt before that trying to fit something new into your weekly schedule feels a bit difficult and feels a bit stressful. But that's where Little Tribes is a bit different and shouldn't add any complication to your week, but actually should make it really so much better. So the main features of a Little Tribes life group are that we meet earlier, that the whole family can come along. So I know Pauline said that up to 12 is kind of the normal number for a life group, but we currently have 10 adults and 11 children meeting every week as part of our group. We eat together as a family, a wider family, and everybody takes a turn. So I'm telling you now, the fact that I only have to cook once in every 5 weeks on a Thursday is a massive win for me as a parent. It's huge. So yeah, Little Tribes is something different. It obviously has a different kind of growth capacity, because when you're meeting in somebody's home and there's lots of you, lots of children and adults, it's a little bit different. I'd love to talk to you more about how Little Tribes can work, and maybe for new groups that can be getting started. So yeah, do come and see us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pauline and Catherine. So your stall is just towards the door at the back there. Yeah, those Little Tribe Life Group, we've got 2 of those currently. We'd love to get another one laid down. So if you're interested in that, particularly the Little Tribe one, go and talk to Catherine in a moment. Nathan.
Morning all. As some of you know, I help run the maintenance team. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're very blessed. Our building is pretty good, so not many things go wrong, but some things can go wrong. We need to repair things. If you're at all practical, come and see me. Even if you're not, we've got sausages.
Sausages? Okay. Thanks, Nathan. Jess.
Okay, good morning. We are Children's Church, and I just wanted to share the story of how we came to Christchurch, because I think some people know and some people don't, and if you do know, I'm sorry for sharing again. But we landed from South Africa almost 3 years ago now, and church has always been a big part of our family, so we were looking for a church when we got here. Fresh off the boat, we came to Southend, just the other side of South Church Park, and I was Googling churches near me, and this was the first one that came up. So we came, and the kids loved it. And as soon as we left, they were saying, can we come back next week? And we were like, well, hang 10, this is the first church we've been to. We can't just, throw it in here. So we tried other churches in the area. We went over to Rayleigh. We moved to near the hospital. We tried churches around there. And we were getting really despondent. I was actually logging into my South African church online on Sundays going, we're not going to find a church. But the kids were very persistent, and every now and then they would say, remember that first church? Remember that church? So eventually we were like, okay, let's come back, let's give it a try and see if it's as nice as it was the first time. And here we are, 3 years later. So I just wanted to say that the children's ministry, although for some people it might seem like a babysitting service when you're working there, or for people that aren't working there, they might think that you're just there to babysit other people's kids. That is not the case, because our children's ministry is growing, and our kids need support, they need help, and we can't do it by ourselves, which is why I signed up, because I feel like it's really important that we get the right message to our kids. And also in a world where they are just being fed lies and untruths at school and everywhere else, they need to learn the truth of Jesus. And where do they learn that is from us as their grown-ups. So if you want to sign up for Children's Church, come and talk to us at the back. And I also just want to throw it out there that it's probably the only ministry where you get to wear track pants and be super comfortable.
Fantastic. Okay, thanks, Jess.
And you can
Andrea.
get a fetching T-shirt like this. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So as well as Kids Church, we've also running 2 play groups, one on a Monday and one on a Tuesday. So Christchurch Tots and Little Blessings. And these are so important because most of the people that come are people that don't come to church. So we're reaching out to those families. It's an outreach, it's a chance for outreach, and it's a chance for us to show our warmth and love from Christchurch to these families that come. So if anybody fancies coming along to help, we always need people to help set up, prepare crafts, talk to the parents, make the parents feel welcome, tea and coffee. There's loads of ways you can get involved, loads. And loads of ways you can get involved with Kids Church as well. The other thing is our youth work. So 3 years ago, Joe started our youth work and Caleb is now running it. So I'm talking for Caleb. But yeah, what is more important than helping our youth grow into adults and equip them to know Jesus for when they go out into the big wide world? It's so important. And there's loads of fun things we do. There's youth Bible study on a Thursday night. There's youth club after our service on a Sunday evening. We have our Revitalise event where people can get involved. You can come along and help, run a game, run a stall, talk to the youth. There's loads of ways you can get involved, really there is. And I tell you what, it is really fun. And it's probably the most fun you'll ever have coming onto the kids ministry, and it is so rewarding as well. So I urge you all to just consider it, have a think and come and see us. And we've got heroes up the back, so come and help yourself and sign up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, both of you. Can I just actually put an additional shout out to Sunday morning Kids Church and also Sunday evening, because we have a kids group in the Sunday evening service as well. But you'll know we've had a few changes over the last sort of few weeks. Chloe has gone on maternity leave. Also, what's happened is a few people have switched to serve on a different ministry from the kids team, and a few people as well have said they'd just like to do a little bit less on the kids team. And so what that's done actually is it's actually caused us, we're now not quite sure how we go on beyond the end of October with Kids Church, okay? So that's just where we're at. I want you as a church to know that. Our Kids Church is thriving. There's 30 kids out there right now, precious children. And if you at all think, oh, I could do that, actually, please, this morning, go and speak to that stall. We're just praying. We're not sure what we're going to do at the moment. We're just praying that people come forward, the right people come forward, and that the Lord fills those gaps. But thank you guys. Leisha.
So Vanessa and I have come to talk about the charity shop. And I think as a church, we are so blessed because right in the middle of our parish, right in the middle is a little bit of Christchurch. And it's amazing. It's not just about selling stuff. It's about having that opportunity to talk to the community, to get to know people within the community. And I love it. I just loved this week, this cute little boy who was in a pram when I started came running up showing me his new school uniform. I love that, how you get to know people, how they come and talk to you when they're having a bad week. So you're thinking, I'm so jealous of Alicia. She works twice a week in the charity shop. Come, because you'll love it. It's only half a shift. Go and speak to Andy as well. There's a few of us. And you can there's so many gifts there. I love the fashion. I can't bear the books. And luckily, Richard comes, and Richard's amazing with the books. So do come and speak to us. And it's an amazing opportunity.
Fantastic.
And I agree with Leisha, it really is. And Steve was talking about gifts. Now, I would never have thought that I would want to work in a shop. I've never been front of house in my working career, and I would never have dreamed of doing it, but I did just to help out, and I thought I'll give it a go. But actually, I really love it, and I really enjoy it, and I'm not too bad at it. So you can either do front of house, which is great, and you can talk to people, and when I'm in a really good mood, I can chat and I can try to share the good news of the gospel, and I'm looking for opportunities all the time to do that, because that's what it's about. It's ministry as well. But there's also the other side, which is out the back, which is the getting down and dirty. And again, that's when you're wear all your old clothes, but you can have a rummage through all the donations, and it can be quite exciting. It's hard work, I won't lie, but it's so rewarding, and we've got a fabulous team already. We've got new people joining us. Clive has joined us. He's our Mr. DIY, absolutely brilliant, doing loads of work. Andy works there, I think. Families work with us as well. There's lots of people. But we always need more. And you don't have to commit to a lot. And even if you don't just give it a go. Come along once. Come along. Come and see us. Say hello. We'll show you what we do. Just get a feel for it. And not just for the charity shop. Any of the other volunteering opportunities. Because sometimes you don't know until you try it. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You didn't mention, have you got any treats? Or?
Do you know what? We don't need them because you will love it. I mean, who needs heroes?
Okay, that's a risky strategy. Okay. Verity.
Okay, so I'm representing the hosting team, which is split into two parts. We have welcome and we have tea and coffee. Now, this morning, 135 of you have walked through our door, and just take a moment to think, have you had a tea or coffee yet, or are you planning to after the service? Just park that there. Now, you are the first people, as a welcomer, that someone sees when they come to Christchurch and walk through our doors. And you all know you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Think of Christchurch as your home. When people arrive, you're not just handing out a Bible or serving someone tea and coffee, you're welcoming them into your family home, as you would do. Your smiles and warmth and hospitality set the tone for everything that follows here. You help create an atmosphere that people feel seen, loved, and part of something bigger here at Christchurch. That simple hello or genuine conversation can be the reason that someone comes back. Without your support, we simply cannot grow or flourish in the way we have been. You are a central part of what God is doing here at Christchurch, and we are always so grateful for the people who serve. However, we are running on a skeletal team. Last week, we had one person serve tea and coffee. Now, think how many people are here today, and one person tried to serve everyone tea and coffee. It's not doable. We won't be able to continue anymore. You have to do your own. So that's what I'm asking. And you don't want to make your own. And you can't have anybody not welcome you. So that's what I'm asking. If you drink the tea and coffee, I will show you how to make it if you don't know how to make tea and coffee, or you can help prepare it. Or if you feel like you can welcome someone into God's family home, then please just come and see me. I'm at the Balloon Arch. I've tried to go all out this year to come and see. I also have sweets. I will bribe you as much as I can. So yeah, thank you.
I've got to say, yeah, thank you, Verity. And the Balloon Arch, that was actually made specially for this, wasn't it? Yeah, she's actually done that yesterday here. So top marks for effort. I think you win that one. Okay, Phil.
Okay, I'm going to be slightly different. We're not going to ask you to come and be on team.
Oh, thanks very much, Phil. There's Phil.
We're going to appeal to all those people that are sitting there thinking, what is all this about? And are new to church, or you might have someone that is you want to bring someone to church. So Alpha is your place to sort of stop. We are the kings of bribery. We have pastries, we have little canapes, we will have a little bit of coffee, fresh coffee. Come and see us, come and chat. If you've already signed up for Alpha, come and say hello, introduce yourself, and then we can get to know you just a little bit more. If you want to bring someone, you're thinking of bringing them or want them to come on Alpha, come and find us. We'll tell you what it's like. We are just there to just enforce that it's not scary. Yeah? We're not that scary. Villain's on the table. He's a lovely man.
Fantastic. Alpha's gearing up to be fantastic. We've got a really good number of people signed up. I think some of the people that are here as well this morning. So do go and talk with those guys. They've got pastries and all sorts over there. I think I saw some like salmon roll canapé or something. Yeah, look. There you go. He's pushing the boat out. Okay, Paula.
Are you feeling you need a coffee break? I'm here representing Cafe. We're here on Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings. And it's a really good place where people can meet, have a chat, and it's a good place for people who come into the church for the first time. We've had quite a few people that have come through that way, a really warm welcome and a cup of coffee and a tea cake, and eventually they'll come into church. Now, we do not have a rota, and the reason we don't have a rota is because there are very few of us. In fact, on Tuesdays, we are down to one person, Les. He's the only person now left on our Tuesday team, so Sandra and I are having to double up virtually every week. I do have another couple of people, my rescue team, when we're desperate. I send them a message and they'll come in if they can to help. But they're doing other things as well, in the shop or fixing things or whatever, so that's quite busy. So I need waiters and bakers and cappuccino makers and anyone who can drive a toaster or wash up. This week, for Little Blessings, I did my very first spiced latte iced coffee. Pumpkin spiced iced latte. Apparently, it's very nice. I wouldn't have had it as an iced latte, but we will train you if you want to become a barista. You can go and get a job then if you want to. And it'd be lovely to have you. I'm at the back, and I'm being very seasonal. I've got Lebkuchen, which is Christmas. But they are chocolate-covered hearts. Okay. So, okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Paula. So Paula's at the back there. Just to say, there are signs on the wall all around showing you which stall is which. Sandra.
I've got some good news for you all. Anyone who has been terrified by all the previous, because you're not a people person, I have the job for you. The gardening team. You don't actually have to see anybody if you don't want. And you don't have to be Monty Don to join the gardening team. We do have some people on the team who really know what they're doing, so don't be put off if you don't know what you're doing, because I don't really. Right. And we also do kind of low-tech jobs that could be done at any time on your own, like wiping down the doors and sweeping the leaves off the car park and various things like that. So there's a job for everyone. They do say that gardening and working outside brings you benefits to your physical and mental well-being, and I think that's true. And community gardens are often prescribed by GPs, I believe, as ways of dealing with problems, so we can do a bit of that as well. What else have I got? Okay, so you're saying, well, that's all very nice, but what does it do for the mission of the church, which is to reach outside? And I'll give you a little rundown of the things that we used the garden and the grounds for in the last year. So, the kids have had donkey rides around the garden. We had a men's barbecue out in the garden. Revitalise had massive inflatables out in the garden. The holiday club squirted water over each other in the garden. We've had family barbecues. The kids quite regularly play out there. We've had the big summer Sunday. We've had the light party, which is outside. And there is a bit of a ministry on the bench outside. People sit there and come to the church. So it's a way of contributing to outreach without actually having to outreach to anybody. It's brilliant. Okay. It's not a big commitment. We tend to work on Saturday mornings. and we do 8 separate sessions a year. We get January, February off, and July and August off. So we do kind of a spring campaign and an autumn campaign. So we've started our autumn campaign. So, and if you can't do a Saturday, that's fine. You can just come whenever you want, and that's fine too. And just do a bit, just sweep the leaves up or pull a few weeds out, whatever. And at this point, I would love to thank the existing team who have done a lot of really good work this year. And also they often come with their expensive and scary power tools. And I'm grateful for that because that saves us a lot of money because we don't have to hire the things. So just thank you very much to everyone that already does it. And I'll see you all on the second Saturday morning of October. We'll have another go. We started on this bit on the side on Friday, so it's coming.
Yeah,
okay.
Fantastic, Sandra. And you're at the back there. And you're at the back there,
yes,
yeah? You've got treats, or?
Well, I did have some free seeds, but quite a lot of them have disappeared. So if you want some free
I can tell
seeds,
you've gone for the health impact angle rather than chocolates. That's good. Thank you, Caleb.
Morning, everyone. If you join my teams, I'll become your personal PT, and you can get all the health benefits therein as well. So anyway, I would just like to start, before I run through a couple of things, just with a thank you. And I say thank you to the Lord because isn't it amazing, as Verity said, 135 of us through this door just this morning at one of our 3 services. 135 of us, and about a dozen people have just come and spoke to you, including myself, representing all the different ministries we do here. How amazing is it to be part of a thriving, growing church that the Lord is blessing, to be part of that. So if you're not already involved, whether it's in a ministry I oversee or not, do get involved because it's amazing to be part of it. All right, so my name is Caleb. I run the youth ministry and the worship ministry and the tech ministry. That's what I oversee. Quickly run through what you can get involved with. With youth, we run a Thursday night Bible study. Each week, I need a partner in crime to help facilitate that. Help me put some pizza and some snacks on. Come alongside the Bible study that I lead. I've already expressed to the leaders that help with the Bible study currently my thanks, because this Bible study group has really made such a significant impact to the discipleship of our young people. They have gone deeper because of that. So it's really blessed to be part of that. We also run a Sunday night youth club that follows straight out of our evening service. Each week, 1 or 2 people will come and help me run like fun activities and games in the hall. We have like an informal discussion time, a bit shorter, centered around faith and Bible and Christian life as well. So you come alongside me in that. Serving in either of those youth ministries really only requires a couple of hours, either on a Thursday night or a Sunday night. It's just a couple of hours out of your week to be part of that really blessed mission. So please do get involved. In terms of worship and tech, I do just call that worship ministry. I really like there not to be any distinction. Today we've got Trevor, shout out, Dave, shout out at the back, give us a wave. It is not that they are the tech guys and we're the worship guys. That is not what it is. We are the worship team and we facilitate us all as a body worshipping together. But with that, do you play an instrument? Do you sing? If so, talk to me and we'd love to see you about potentially getting involved with the music side of things up here. But then a really big one where perhaps I would stress there is the most current need, and it's so incredibly valuable, is at the back. And then again, if you don't like talking to people, you don't really have to. Just sit at the back. The tech, it's a sound desk and a visuals computer. And with that, if you've got some technical background, great. If you don't, and you're reasonably technologically illiterate, that's fine as well. I provide training, and I can meet you on your schedule, your time, and train you up on either of those things. So that really is for anyone to get involved with. And I'll just say that what we've had this morning, what we have every week, the worship we get to come and partake in together is facilitated and only happens the way it happens because of what those amazing people at the back do. And without them, it wouldn't happen. So it is so valuable. Please, no matter your level of experience with that stuff, come talk to me and get involved.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Caleb. So that's all 9 stalls. So what we're going to do now is, to the stall holders, actually, you make your way to your stalls while I'm talking. But what we're going to do now is for about 10 minutes or so, maybe just 12 minutes, we're going to, you can hop up, you can stretch your legs, and you can go and visit and have a look and think about these different stalls. You can take the chocolates and run. You can do whatever you want. And then what we're going to do is we'll come back together, we'll get back in our places, and we'll just close the service off. We'll sing again, we'll close the service off, and then there'll be more time afterwards as well, and tea and coffee and everything as well. So let me just pray now as we hop up, and I'll just say, Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this opportunity this morning. I pray for each person here, you'll be guiding them into the way you want them to serve and use their gifts and be part of what you're doing in Jesus' name. Amen. Do go and hop up and take a look.